Hello there, Razzle48 here. And let me just adjust my volume properly. Yo, the limited edition, or collector's edition rather, of Blazblue Cross Tag Battle just got announced a few hours ago on the weekly ARC live stream. I am here this evening at approximately 3:30 a.m. to talk about it, go over it. I want to discuss it a bit rather. So, this is the Blazblue Cross Tag Battle Collector's Edition. We've been waiting on the Collector's Edition reveal for this game for quite the while. Yeah, so this is it. Let's dive right in, go over what's going to be in it. We're going to be getting this beautiful collector's box. This is actually the outer part of it. I believe that it comes off, and the inner part of the box is like lined on the sides with the portraits of all of the characters. It looks great. We get the actual game, and we get a steelbook for the game to come in. And let me tell you, this steelbook, it looks beautiful. They showed it off in person on the stream. The sheen and shine of this thing is outright amazing. It's gorgeous. It's going to be the best steelbook in my collection, definitely my personal favorite. And it also comes with the normal boxing of the game. This is the exact same crap that went down with Dragon Ball Fighterz Collector's Edition. It also came with a normal normal box for the game in addition to the steelbook as well. And we got this art book. We know it has 52 pages, I believe. Definitely something in the 50s in the number of pages. It looks to be hardback. It looks to hardcover rather, just like the previous Blazblue Central Fiction Collector's Edition art book. It's going to be beautiful. We saw a couple pages of it. We saw some pictures of the chibis that are in it. We saw like Ruby concept art, like some of the initial sketches for her moveset. That's going to be extremely cool to see. We see this soundtrack CD. We know it has 15 tracks on it, and I would believe that these are going to be the same tracks that are on the Japanese CDs, on the Japanese collector's CD. Same 15 tracks, 4 Ruby remixes, 4 versions of the opening theme, 4 songs dedicated to each of the installments of the Blazblue series up until this point, and I believe 3 pieces of soundtrack composed for Cross Tag Battle. And then we have like these things. I thought these were bookends when I first saw them. They seem to be like little stand-up cutouts of the characters. I thought these were just going to be like cheap cardboard cutouts that like you like put up on stands, and I'm like, whatever. But no, these are actually, they showed these on stream too, these are all made of plastic, and they actually look really, really good. And like this backing here that they're attached to, rather, you can see the outline of it here. This is like transparent, and they look really, really cool, and actually look like genuinely cool prop-up displays. They remind me a lot of the light-up lights that have come out. I know Noel got one for BBTAG, Ragna got one for Central Fiction, and I believe Jin got one at some point in time in the past, I'm not sure, but these are all looking really cool as well. So, that's the Collector's Edition. This will be dropping at $100, but the bad thing is that this will unfortunately only be available via the Rooster Teeth online store and the Arc System Works online store. So, unfortunately, you will not be able to get any Amazon Prime discounts if you are going to be pre-ordering the Collector's Edition like I am. You will not be able to use any GameStop gift cards that your parents bought you for Christmas, unfortunately, because parents do that because they don't understand that Amazon is a significantly better deal. But this is a collector's edition. I am very happy with it. I know that a lot of people have voiced complaints about it for a few reasons. One is that it doesn't have the season pass in it like the Japanese version does. And I do not mind this, because the season pass is something that anyone can go out and buy in addition to the game. If they would have included it in the collector's edition, then it probably would have taken up the space of one of these other collectibles. Like, if this collector's edition would have included the character pass, we might not have had these stand-up plastic things, and I think that that's really cool. Like, this is all like special collector stuff that you can't get anywhere else. So to replace any of this with the season pass, when you can just go out and buy the season pass whenever you want, I would not, I wouldn't do that at all. Like, I'm glad to have all this stuff and then be able to go out and buy the season pass on top of that. Like, the Japanese version doesn't have these stand-ups. The Japanese version doesn't have a steelbook. By the way, we're looking at the PS4's Collector's Edition. The Switch Collector's Edition is the exact same. The steelbook is obviously a different size to fit the Switch game case size, but other than that, it is all the exact same. I know some people have also voiced complaints about not getting the Switch case that the Japanese version has that the English version doesn't. And I can understand that. The Switch case is a very, very cool item, and one that I'm probably going to import for myself to replace my current Skyrim Switch case. But I think it's a pick or choose thing, because the Japanese version doesn't have the steelbook, and I personally would much rather have the steelbook already having a Switch case, and I'll probably just import the Switch case anyway. But it's kind of a pick or choose thing. Either you prefer the Switch case if you're going to buy the Switch edition, or you prefer the steelbook. I imagine most people are going to prioritize getting this game on PS4 to play frequently with the online community. That's what fighting games tend to be about. Switch is not the best console to play fighting games on, obviously, with its defaulted to Wi-Fi for online play, and its controller not really being suited for fighting games, let's be honest. So I am content with our version of the limited edition. I feel that $100 is a fair price point. It actually reminds me a lot of the limited edition for Persona 5, in the sense that I believe Persona 5's limited edition released at $125, maybe $150, and I believe that that has like a lot of the exact same things that this had. The Persona 5 had a steelbook, it had an art book, it had a soundtrack CD, it had a Morgana plush instead of these things. But the difference is that that had a tote bag, which obviously is reflected by the fact that it was $25 to $50 more than the BBTAG Collector's Edition. So when you take out the value of the art bag, or the bag rather, from the Persona 5, they're priced about the same, which makes sense. They have about the same amount of content in them. So I feel that this is very reasonably priced. I'm glad that we're getting a bunch of cool collector stuff instead of the Season Pass just taking up a spot in the Collector's Edition when you could go buy it anyway. And it is kind of disappointing that we don't get the Switch case, but I personally do vastly prefer the steelbooks, and the Switch case isn't even a thing for like the PS4 version. Like, I'm glad we got these steelbooks. Like, these look effing sick. This is like the highlight of the whole thing. I'll probably end up importing the steelbook for myself because I'm that crazy about BBTAG. But that's about all I had to say. Tell me in the comments what you think of the Collector's Edition. If you couldn't tell by now, I think that it's the effing sickest thing. I still have a video that I want to do on my thoughts on how the Under Night and Birth, on the Under Night and Birth cast, now that I've played through all of the story. And I've sort of been slacking on that because I've been really busy. It's the last few weeks of college. So I'm trying to finish up college, and I'll try to get that video out to y'all as soon as possible. But I'm really excited about this collector's edition, even though it sucks that we're going to have to order it through the Rooster Teeth and Arc System websites, which was probably going to be pretty darn slow on shipping, so you better brace for impact on that. But tell me in the comments what you think, and until next time, this is Razzle48 saying goodbye, and I will see you next time.